As you work with an image, you might determine that you want to change its shape or aspect ratio. But what happens when there's no pixels? Well, in newer versions of Photoshop, this has gotten a lot easier. Here I have a vertical photo, but I want to convert it to a landscape orientation. I'm going to press C for the crop tool and choose a target size. In this case, 16 by 9. And while holding down the Option key, I'm going to drag. This starts to resize the crop tool and scales from the center. Now, remember, you have different overlays, so I'm going to go with the simple rule of thirds here and recompose it so my subjects are placed at these common intersection points. Now, I see that there's a lot of extra area to the sides. From the Fill menu here, you have a choice. You can fill with the background color, you can use the older Content Aware technology, or the newer Generative Expand. In this case, I'm going to stick with AI and click the checkbox to apply the crop. Photoshop will need to take a little bit of time and will attempt to generate new images. For this to work, you will need an internet connection. You'll notice that it will, by default, make 3 variations. And I like the fact that the shadow, which was cut off, is actually filled in on the left side there. And we're given different options to consider. If you find one you don't like, you can delete it to throw it away, and that'll save space when you save the layered file. If you feel that an option is not satisfactory, you can also rate it poor. If you need new options, just click Generate. It'll make an additional 3 choices. Those will be added, and you can consider the variations that you have and step through those until you find one you like. This one I feel really good about. I like how the curvature of the road and the shadow is filled in. Keep in mind that each of these options ends up adding file space. So if you've decided that you like one, you can rate it to give information to Adobe to improve their AI. Additionally, I would consider getting rid of the AI layer and just merging it. Select both layers and choose Layer, Merge Layers. And now you've gotten rid of all those variations, and when you save it, it'll reduce the burden of storing all that extra layer detail. But in this case, Generative Expand worked quite well to change the shape of the photo.